You are listening to Hello Cupcake, It's Me, a podcast with your host, Michael Peterson.
Hey everyone, Michael here with Hello Cupcake, It's Me, a podcast, and today is the Thursday podcast of it being August 14th, 2025, and yeah, I'll just say it. Fuck 2025. If you haven't done so already, please hit like and subscribe, then head on over to hellocupcakeitsme.com to give the blog some love. Then check out the YouTube channel that is updated every Wednesday and Saturday at youtube.com/hellocupcakeitsme. Make sure you follow me on all the different socials, including TikTok for TikTok Tuesdays. And if you want to check out my book, that would be awesome. It's www.cdsthebook.com. So how is everyone? Everyone named Michael right now is okay. I am slightly annoyed, slightly just with the universe, but otherwise I'm doing okay. This is going to be a little political for the first part of this because this is something that's weighing heavily on my soul right now. And I woke up this morning to a message from a really close friend of mine about like what is going on with SNAP benefits in the state of Iowa and some of the things that they have made illegal for you. Well, illegal for you to purchase, are ineligible for you to purchase utilizing food stamps. And it was stuff like high fructose corn syrup, marshmallows, candy, sugar, certain types of oils, and so on and so forth. And like there was this huge ass laundry list of things. And a lot of people who are listening to this right now may automatically think, oh, well, yeah, you shouldn't be buying candy and stuff like that. What happened to you minding your own goddamn business? And why are you in somebody else's wallet? And why are you in somebody else's shopping cart? You know, a lot of the families that are on SNAP benefits, our EBT, food stamps, whatever the hell you want to call them, use a portion of those food stamps and things like that to buy birthday cakes, to buy candy for Easter, or stocking stuffers, or Halloween candy, and so on and so forth. Also, you know, you don't know what the reason somebody has a bag of chocolates in their shopping cart is. I'm diabetic, and I buy a thing of candy every so often just so that I have something sweet to keep my sugar levels up. And, you know, they're saying nothing with high fructose corn syrup in there. Every goddamn product in the store nowadays has some kind of corn syrup or high fructose corn syrup. So basically, that means that most of the grocery store is ineligible for SNAP EBT benefits. And if you have a large family, hell, if you have any family, even if you're a single person, you know, you buy what you can. You do what you can to make your budget stretch. And it's an attack on poor people. It's an attack on the working poor. It's an attack on single parents trying to do whatever they can for them kids. It's an attack on people that are in the struggle, whatever that struggle might be. So, yeah, if you're part of the people who voted for this bullshit, um, fuck you directly, and I hope your family tree dies at the roots. And I said what I said because you cannot sit there, claim to be Christian, and pass these kind of laws and be anti poor people, anti whatever. Like, you're not a Christian, you're a nationalist, and there's a huge fucking difference. So that is my pedestal. I'm getting down, and let's get into everything else. So, for the last couple of days here in the Pacific Northwest, it has been unsanitarily hot. 3 days in a row, we saw temperatures of 90 to almost 100 degrees in some areas. And, for those of you who live in like Arizona or Southern California or Las Vegas, places like that, where it gets hot, yeah, I'm from Southern California. I grew up in the Imperial Valley. I know heat. I know what it's like to have Christmas with 102-degree weather outside and 92% humidity. So I know what heat is. When I moved to the Pacific Northwest, I got acclimated to the weather really quickly. And so having the temperature much above 73 really does fuck with the people in this area, especially our elderly, our vulnerable population, like those who are street dependent, and um, just people of all ages. And so Tuesday was so unbearably hot that I could not cool down to save my fucking life. And my poor cat was just miserable to the point where I had thought about literally holding him down and just shaving him. What I ended up doing though was I took some paper towels and I got them wet, and then I brushed him down with the cold water that came out of the faucet. And at first he was like, "No, no, I'm not about this." And then I got him in front of the fan while I was doing it, and he's like, "Oh yeah, about this whole thing. Let me be about that." So yeah, it and I could not figure out why my little air conditioning unit was not just pumping out cold air. Well, it turns out that somehow one of the settings got changed on it, so it was no longer on air conditioning mode, it was just on regular fan mode. So once I got that situated and I drained the water out of it, um it like cooled the whole house down like pretty damn quickly, and I did absolutely nothing. And I mean that with like everything in my body, like nothing on Wednesday. If I got out of bed 10 times, I think that was like more than I intended to do, because I had my air conditioner going all day long in my bedroom. And yeah, today it's dark, overcast, kind of drizzling outside. According to the weather, it's 57 with I want to say 93% humidity. So going from like extreme heat of 95 degrees to 57, I have some friends that are not doing well right now. One of my really good friends um, said that they woke up with double vision this morning and had such bad vertigo that they couldn't even get out of bed. That they tried to get out of bed and they had to have their husband come and help them. And I, just like, you gotta you got to take care of yourself. You know, get some water in you, get some electrolytes in you, do some of the somethings. Um, but yeah. Uh, so needless to say, I did not do any walking on Tuesday or Wednesday. However, Tuesday I did swim a mile, just a little over a mile, and then today I swam just over a mile. So I'm feeling pretty good, and weather depending, I may go out for a walk later on this evening. I have some things that I got to do from 7 to 8:30, 8:30, 9 o'clock. Um, but much above and beyond that, I'm gonna be pretty free. So, um, I don't know if I made mention of this or not, but I joined a fitness challenge where you have to do 50 miles in, what is it, 60 days. So from September 1st to October 31st, you have to do 50 miles. And so I was looking at my workout matrix for the month of July, and it said that I walked 56 miles total in July. So I was like, you know what? Um, June was 48 something, July was 56. And so I'm like, okay, September to October 31st, I should be able to do at least the 50 miles. And I joined this thing called My Adventure Challenge, and you can look it up. It's myadventurechallenge.com, and they have a bunch of different things that you can join. There's like the Winter 100 that goes from November to uh, what is that, February, and then you have the spring whatever, then you have the summer challenge, then you have the fall challenge, and then you have the so once you've done the winter, spring, and summer challenges, then yeah, once you've done all of the challenges, then you are able to get your Hiker 365 badge, and then you are also able to then get another badge that like says that you've done uh, all the all the things. They also have one for kayaking. So the current challenge for the kayaking is 90 and 90. So you got to do 90 miles in 90 days or something like that. Um, and then there's ones for like how many waterfalls you can make it to. There's one for like how many miles you walk with your dog. Pretty awesome. You do have to pay for it. The lowest rung on the ladder is like $23 after taxes and all that other stuff here. And then you get a patch and a sticker for the lowest tier. The second tier is a patch, a sticker, and a t-shirt. And then the next one up from that is a sticker, a patch, and a sweatshirt. And so it goes like 22, 28, 28 or 38, and then 48 is like the highest one or something like that. I can't remember the price range right now, sorry. But yeah, so I joined that, and I'm going to be doing that as my challenge for September and October, and I am really looking forward to it. I do need to get a new backpack. The backpack that I have right now is a Kelty Pawnee 2700W or something like that. And when I looked it up, it's a woman's backpack. but everything is fitting me properly, and I don't care if it's male or female. Honestly, I just want to make sure that the whatever backpack I'm going to be utilizing, especially for a multi-day like hike through that I'm going to be doing, or that I want to do. So I just got to look at a couple of other backpacks, and then I also need to see about getting my tent situation and my sleeping situation taken care of. I was given a tent, and I was given a sleeping pad. I'm sorry, I couldn't think of the word. So yeah, getting my gear put together, and I'm feeling good about myself. Uh, I joined a Reddit group called Just Hiking. It's r/hiking, and I was really happy and really proud of myself the other day, because when I got the backpack that I'm currently trying to work with, I could not get the sternum strap or the um, belt straps on, and I was able to snap the sternum strap and still have room, and I was able to get the belt loop across my stomach and snap it. And 3 months ago, I was not able to do that. So I was feeling myself, and I took a little selfie, like showing that it was around me and all that other stuff, and then wrote up this like really long, thoughtful post on Reddit, and instantly got like 1,000 reviews, responses, remarks, whatever the hell you want to call it. And I would say probably 98.3% of them were very good, positive, uplifting comments, and the remainder were like your typical troll bullshit, oh well, you're a fat ass, so you probably shouldn't do this, and if you could just move your if you could move your arms as much as you move your mouth or whatever, you would be a lot skinnier and all this other stuff. And it's just like, shut the fuck up, you keyboard warrior. A lot of people giving me concerned advice, because I I don't disclose my weight um publicly. And there were some genuine people expressing their worry about me, talking to my doctors about things and listening to my body, and so on and so forth. And I thank them for everything, because it was thoughtful and it was well presented. It wasn't just, oh, you're fat, you shouldn't be on the road, or you shouldn't be out on the trails either. But I I make no quorums with the fact that I'm a heavy set person. Okay, guys, I know that I'm a big, you know, I know that I'm a bigger person, but when and if I put boots to trail for my big walk, it's not going to be until I have consulted multiple different doctors to make sure that I am medically sound enough to do a full on hike. And it might just be that I start making Dr. Seuss esque um, attempts, and by the Dr. Seuss attempts that I'm talking about is just like, Michael wonderfully rambled over to this tree, and just doing attempts, making these different attempts where I am going from point A to point B and then stopping. And then a month or two later, doing point B to point C and stopping. A month later, doing point C to point D and then stopping. Just until I could figure out how to get all the way from, you know, doing section hiking, I guess is the best term. Sorry. I'm having trouble with my vocabulary right now, if you haven't noticed. My blood sugar is a little high right now, so it might have something to do with that. But anyways, I um I answered and responded to the people on what is that, Reddit. I answered the people the best I could on Reddit, and like I said, I was just feeling myself, and it was a little brag about the fact that I've lost so much weight that I could comfortably buckle these. And I also have another subreddit that I created that is body positive and like liberation for plus size hikers, because there is no representation for plus size hikers. There's only like one or two backpacking companies that make plus size backpacks, but for somebody like me who's on a broken shoestring budget, those backpacks are like super freaking expensive, and I cannot justify spending $100 or more on a freaking backpack. It's just not something that I have the ability to do. So, a lot of my gear is coming to me secondhand. I'm picking it up at yard sales, or getting it off of Craigslist, or buy nothing, or free cycle and stuff like that. So it will eventually come to me, and all those people that are like talking to me and telling me, these are our concerns for you. It's like, okay, yeah, I get it. Those are concerns. Those are my concerns. So whatever. Moving right along. Entertainment wise, I have watched a ton of new movies. Some of them have been out for a while, so I haven't seen them, but just got around to watching them. Um, I got to watch the Jurassic Park Rebirth. Love that. They could have a Jurassic Park 9000 and I'd still be a hee dinosaurs. Um, I watched Fantastic Four last night. I've watched uh, this movie called Novocaine. I watched this other movie called Palm Springs. I've watched. I tried to watch 28 Years Later, which is part of the 28-day saga, and it was just dumb. I could not get into it. I might give it another chance, but yeah, I just could not get into it. Um, but yeah, Jurassic Park was pretty damn good, and Fantastic Four was good. I like what they did, and how they explained that it was on a different Earth, because the MCU has multiple universes. So that was really awesome to see how they put that out there. So yeah. Anyways, guys, I think I'm gonna go ahead and let you go. I've rambled enough, and so if you have any questions, comments, concerns, put them in the comment section down below. And yeah, remember that you are doing the best you can with what you have available to you, and don't add to the population and don't subtract to the population. And until next time, I will talk to you then. Bye, guys. Boop.
Hey you! Tired of mental health books that feel like homework or therapy sessions in disguise? Carpe Diem Scroto is not that book. Written by author Michael Peterson, utilizing his own personal mental health journey, it's your daily dose of clarity, humor, and healing, designed to meet you exactly where you are. Whether you're sipping coffee in chaos or taking a quiet minute for yourself, this book gives you real, raw tools to reframe your day, your mindset, and your life. Unlike anything else on the market, Carpe Diem Scroto blends personal storytelling, practical mental health strategies, and a keep-it-real attitude that makes self-work feel like self-empowerment. Use it daily, share it with a friend, or grow at your own pace. Ready to reclaim your day with bite-sized brilliance? Head to www.cdsthebook.com to grab your copy or learn more.
Thank you so much for tuning in. You have been listening to Hello Cupcake, It's Me, a podcast with your host, Michael Peterson. Please make sure to check back often as new episodes are released bi-weekly. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, please feel free to send a message to hellocupcakeitsme@gmail.com. And until next time, stay happy, safe, and keep doing the best you can with what you have been given.